Welcome to Big Pauly's Fight Night, and we have quite a bout for you this evening. It's going to be Tyson Fury and Tony Tubbs duking it out in a 10-round heavyweight contest. And a pleasant afternoon to you all. It is April 15, 2020, the recording date. I am Big Pauly coming to you, and this is our next heavyweight fight that we have for you. Check out the Glory Days boxing group. I have been posting the other fights that I have been doing on there on a daily basis. We will do all the heavyweight fights, and we'll pick a fight from the light heavyweight, middleweight, and welterweight divisions, and we do that uh, on this YouTube series. So this will be an interesting fight. Tyson Fury, of course, the lineal heavyweight champion as we speak, just wresting the title away from Deontay Wilder just before the coronavirus hit. Actually, it's like a couple of weeks right before the virus hit in late February of 2020. He's 30-0-1 on the card in both in his actual career. Tony Tubbs, who gave Mike Tyson all kinds of trouble there in most of the first two rounds they fought, and the only two rounds they fought in Tokyo in 1988. I was just watching that fight again, and Tyson was getting backed up pretty good by Mr. Tubbs. Tubbs, a very capable boxer. He's 47-10. We'll go the tail of the tape real fast on these cards. I'll show you the Tyson Fury card here. You could see the numbers for yourself. His stamina will be just a little bit better than Tubbs, 75-70. And here is Mr. Tubbs's stats, such as they are. Tubbs, a very accomplished amateur boxer. At one point, he was the WBA heavyweight champion of the world in 1985 and 1986, back when they had an alphabet soup stash of champions, and they were just going back and forth with the various titles of the time, the WBA, WBC, and IBF. I don't think the WBO was formed until the late 80s, early 90s. So this is scheduled for 10. Frank Cappuccino will be your referee, and we will show you the score sheet real fast. Cappuccino's strict on fouls, lenient on the stoppages, and we'll be showing you the score sheet at various times during the course of this fight. We're just about ready to go. I'm going to drop the iPhone. We're going to keep the die roller here, and we're going to get started. It's a 5 and a 3 to get this bout started. 5 and a 3. Fury owns the inside on 3, 4, and 5 with 2 stars. Tubbs only has a 2-star on 1 and a 4, so the 5 outside for Fury. He'll be the only one throwing, and he throws a 72 outside, which is going to be a miss. And Tubbs does not have a number low enough to be to counter or to defend. So we go to the next roll, which would be a 2 and a 1. A 2 and a 1. Now this time Tubbs controls the outside. He has a 59. The 59 is a miss. So we look at, and by the way, that would not have been a power shot because Tubbs's power ranking is a 3 most times until he is hurt. And Fury with a 12 with his D20, so nothing happened. So we are still looking for the first contact of the fight. Just by being in the red corner, I have Fury going first on the toe exchanges. And I have a homebrew rule: whoever wins the last round gets to go first on the toe-to-toe until momentum shifts. So, a 3 and a 6. I just do that for my sanity. A 3 and a 6. So, we're going to have a foul on Fury with the 95. When you play this game often enough, you know a 95 is a foul. The foul number is a 9, and Fury does not have a propensity for a foul. Andrew Galata would be a different story. So he scores 1 on the foul, or the possible foul, and we move on because Tubbs is only a 6 1-star on a 6. With 2 minutes now left in the first round, it's a 2 and a 6 situation. So both these guys will go toe-to-toe, and Fury, on the basis of scoring a point on the foul, a 1 punch on the foul, goes first. His roll of a 2 and a 44 on the outside is good for 2 punches. 2 punches landing, getting him to 3 total. We'll look at Tubbs. He's 6 on the inside. 6 on the inside. It's just a miss. And let's double check the power numbers. Fury has thrown a power shot. So there's a chin check here on Tubbs. His chin KD rating is a 2. The KD being rolled is a 16, so nothing doing there. On to our next roll, a 6 and a 2. A 6 and a 2. That's 1 star, no stars. So Fury in control, and he has a 92. A 92 on the inside would likely be a clinch, and it is, so nothing happens. So a very quiet first round so far. And the way Fury can throw, that's usually a sign that the storm's about to hit. On the outside, a 5 for Fury and a 3 for Tubbs. Fury will throw on the outside, I beg your pardon, the 13. The 13 is good for 4 punches, getting him to 7, so it's 7-0 at this point. And the 3, nothing happening. Actually, no, it's a defensive check for Tubbs, and that's going to be 1 off of Fury's throw. So it's 3 instead of 4, and it is 6 total right now, with 1 minute left in round 1. A 3 and a 6, a 3 and a 6. It's going to be Fury in control again. He throws on the inside a 35. The 35 will be good for 3. And we should point out that Tyson has the extra 1 on defense. He has the roll with it trait. And Tubbs clinches when he is hurt. With success, he has a 1 in 4 chance, actually a 1 in 5 chance of getting a clinch when he is hurt. So the 3 on the inside for 35 is good for 3 more, so he's up to 9. And again, Tubbs can't do anything right now because Fury is controlling the action at the moment. 3 and a 1. 3 and a 1. 2 stars. 1 star. And this is going to be a big shot for Fury as he throws on the inside. Good for 5 big punches. And a power check coming up. On the toe-to-toe exchange. Unless Tubbs can... Oh, Tubbs has fouled. We will check that in a moment. And it actually will be his first punch of the day. But let's check the power ranking, because it's possible that Fury was fouled as he was throwing a punch that could have knocked Tubbs down. So the 1 on the power ranking leads to a 2 on the chin KD. And this means that Tubbs is down. His chin KO is a 7. And he is up. He is up on 9. We'll give it a count of 8 on that. So a knockdown. And now score the knockdown for Fury. We'll check the foul, because it's possible you could have fouled as Fury was throwing a knockdown punch. So we have a knockdown. We'll check the foul number, which is a 20, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. So now an uncontested shot for the last segment of the round for Fury. And it's a 3. A 3 on the inside is 55, is a miss. And that's going to be it for the round. Total was 14-1 in favor of Tyson Fury. So he's off to a good start here in the first round. And we are tabulating the totals. And for the life of me, I can't see the chart here. It's going to be with a 13-point margin, 10-8 across the board. Yeah, it's going to be 10-8 across the board. So a big round for Fury. 1 knockdown already in the first round. Tubbs got up from it. So Tubbs is already 2 points down heading to the second round. New stamina numbers 74 for Fury, 56 for Tubbs. And I am going to hit new round. And I always hit no time roll to get a fresh roll for the first segment of round number 2. Tyson will start out in control, with momentum. And we go with a 5 and a 1. Again, Fury with those 2-star rolls. It's going to be toe-to-toe, though, on this first one. 5 on the outside, a 43. A 43 good for 2. And we will check Tubbs, who is a 55 on the outside. That is a miss. And on we go now to the second segment of round number 2. 5 and a 6 with some ugly D100 numbers. It's going to be outside 73. A 73 on the outside is a miss. We'll check the counter for Tubbs. It's a hook for 2. Hook for 2. And we move on. Deuces. 2 and a 2. It's going to be Fury in control. Fury in control on the outside. The 59 is a miss. 59 is a miss. And would have been a cut check here if he had landed with the 20 on the D20. And the D13 for Tubbs means we move to the next segment. 4 and a 1 this time. And of course, Tyson with a very dominant card here on the 3, 4, and 5 rolls. This is actually going to be toe-to-toe. And I think Tubbs has the first go, because I think he threw the last shot. 80 is a miss. So we go to Tyson Fury, who has a 42. A 42. It's going to be good for 2. He's going to have momentum as we head to the next segment of round number 2 with 140 now left to go. Should I move my... I don't know how well you could see my phone, but it's a little too bright. 4 and a 3. 4 and a 3 this time. The 4 and a 3 is going to be outside 2 stars, outside 1 star. Fury again, and he's going to throw a whopping 30 on the outside. Good for 3, getting him to 7. And chin check coming up for Tubbs. Actually, no. Actually, it was Fury solo. So let's do the check here. It's a 3, a power shot. 14 on the KD is gonna miss Tubbs. Tubbs survives after being knocked down in the first round. 2 and a 1. 2 and a 1. This is gonna be Tubbs on the outside. Tony Tubbs, the former heavyweight champion of the world of the WBA. He's gonna throw a 3. A 3 to getting him up to 5. And the 7 on the blue 20. No defense. Moving to the next segment where we have 1 minute now left in round number 2. 6s, boxcars across the board. It's going to be toe-to-toe exchange, and I think Tubbs has it now with the last shot being thrown his way. On the inside, Tubbs throws a 5. A 5, good for 4. So Tubbs with a nice comeback here in this second round. And his D20 was a 10. 6 for Fury inside 54 is a miss. So Tubbs with the lead in the round 9 to 7. As we head now to the last 2 segments of the round, we have a 5 and a 1. Fury will control. No, actually he will not. It's toe-to-toe again. It's toe-to-toe again. Tubbs gets to throw again. And on the outside, a 90 is just missing a clinch. It's a miss. The 76 on the outside will not score for Fury. In the last segment of the second round, 6 and a 1. 6 and a 1. 2 stars. Tubbs will throw 92. 92 is a clinch. That's the end of the round. 9-7 Tubbs. So Tubbs with a much better second round after being knocked on his butt in the first. So the 9 and the 7 Tyson Fury's stamina down to 65. Tubbs has recovered a little bit. He's only down to 56. So with a 2 point margin in the round, 2 point margin in the round, we will check the numbers here. Okay, well, that's an interesting total. Actually, what I should do is I should get out my backup little game sheet. What I do is I keep the all the literature of Glory Days Boxing in 3 folders. I have one that's called Game Materials. I have one that is called, is where I keep all my score sheet, and I have one where I keep the startup manual. So maybe I should look at the manual here. Can you see it? There it is, that I have, which also you could use as a game board in a pinch. And I should look up a 2 punch margin. And we had, this is going to be interesting scoring. Okay, so I now know that there was some disagreement with the scoring, and we have had that in our Glory Days fights that we have been posting on the Glory Days forum on Facebook. We've had a few split decisions, we've had a few draws. So that in itself is kind of interesting. Actually, let me correct an error with the stamina level. Tyson Fury is at 65, and Tubbs is now at 49 because I forgot to put the 7 into Tyson's column. Tyson Fury's column. Right now, the punch stat number is 21 for Fury and 10 for Tubbs, with Tubbs hitting the deck in round 1. So we go now to the 3rd round. Next round, no timed roll, and off we go. This is going to be a 5 and a 5. A 5 and a 5. 5's across. Fury in control. But Tubbs will have the momentum, at least at this point of the round. Okay, and outside 64 is a miss. And that's it. Now, you might be remembering back to the first round, why didn't I apply the Survivor? Well, the Survivor, I could have applied it, actually, because there was that unopposed shot that Tubbs took after the knockdown, but I couldn't apply it to the knockdown, I don't think. So boxcars, a 6 and a 6, so this is going to be toe-to-toe. Tubbs goes first. He throws a 4 on the inside, good for 4. Punches landed. We look at Tyson Fury. He has a 4 thrown on the inside, good for 5. So a nice little exchange between those two this segment. We go to the 3rd segment of the round. 3 and a 4. 3 and a 4. And it's toe-to-toe again, but this time Tyson will go first based on the 5 he threw against the 4 that Tubbs threw in the last segment. So 83 inside, nothing. Tubbs, inside, 38. Good for 2. And no defensive actions, because they were both throwing 2 and a 3. A 2 and a 3 with 2 minutes left to go in the 3rd. This is going to be another toe-to-toe exchange with Tubbs in control, because he got 2 in on the last segment, and Fury did not get any. And it's going to be a big number for Tubbs, a 5. A 5. Good for 4, getting him to 10 punches landed in the round. It is a cut check on Fury, but we will hold that in abeyance for the moment because on Fury's card he has thrown a foul, a 98, and the foul number is a 5. It's a 3 on Fury's foul rating. Now we can go back and we can look at the 19 that was thrown by, actually we should give Tyson Fury a 1 for the punch thrown. And let's look at the 5. Let's look at the 19, the cut check. The cut number is a 12. The cut number on Fury is a 4, so we play on. 1 and a 1, ace is wild. And this is going to be Tubbs with a 67 on the outside. A 67 on the outside is a miss. And Fury cannot retaliate because he was outstarred. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go in the third. A 4 and a 2 this time. Tyson Fury will have it. It's a 20. A 20 outside, good for 3, so he has control back. And he gets to 9 punches landed in the round. Tubbs is at 10. And Tubbs was not in control. So nothing happens there. 5 and a 5. A 5 and a 5. Again, Fury will get the shot off. It's a 70. A 70 on the outside. 70 on the outside is a miss. And Tubbs' number not low enough for any kind of counter. 2 and a 2. 2 and a 2 with 40 seconds left in the round. This is going Fury's way again. A 75 on the outside's not going to be good for anything. But we could check Tubbs on defense on the counter, and he has thrown 2 punches landed with the cross, and it's now 12-9 with the last segment coming up. 3 and a 4. 3 and a 4, and it's toe-to-toe. Tubbs will go first. He throws a 52. A 52 on the inside is not going to score. We look at Tyson Fury on the inside. A 57 also does not score. That's the end of the round. 14, I'm sorry, not 14-9, but 12-9. Tony Tubbs. So this is interesting. Just like he did with Mike Tyson for, up until the last minute of round 2. Tubbs is putting on a nice little demonstration here. 3 points, 3 punch difference. So I'm going to look at my little cheat sheet here, and look at this. Well, I'm going to have to do some editing now, I see. As my microphone has gone off, it's been kind of, because of the way I have it set up, it's kind of been going on and off. So to recap, we have scored the third round. And we have 55 left for Fury and 40 left for Tubbs on the stamina. I don't know how long my microphone was off, but that's the way it has been, apparently, for a little bit of time. So to recap what happened in the third round, in case we missed it, the round went 12-9 in favor of Tony Tubbs, so he will have momentum to start off with in the fourth round, and hopefully I won't kick my microphone off again. This could become a problem. So, on to the fourth round. We start with a 3 and a 3. 3 and a 3. Tyson in control. Fury, a 61. 61 on the inside is not going to land. And Tubbs' D20 is a 20. Would have been a power shot had it landed, but it did not land. 4 and a 6. 4 and a 6. As I adjust my microphone here, try to make sure it doesn't kick off again. 4 and a 6. It's going to be Fury in control. He throws an 87. The 87 is going to miss the mark at the very least. It does. Tubbs is number too high to throw the counter. The counter has to be 5 or lower on a D20. So on we go. 5 and a 4. 5 and a 4. We check the outside, and we check. It's going to be toe-to-toe. Toe-to-toe. We have not had anybody score yet in the rounds. So it's going to be Tubbs who fires first. His 4, and inside 67 is a miss. Tyson Fury with a 40. A 40 on the outside. It's going to land for 2. And let's see. He has a 5. He had a 5 on the power number, which would only apply if Tubbs was hurt, and he is not hurt. We go to the next segment. Deuce is wild. 2 and a 2. And this is going to be Fury on the outside. A 90 is a miss. And again, the counter doesn't kick in on Tubbs until a 5 is thrown or less. So we go on. We have 140 left in the fourth. Again, double checking my OBS to make sure my microphone is going. 4 and a 4, 4 and a 4, another toe-to-toe exchange, and Fury gets it first this time because he won the last exchange. A 34, a 34. This is going to be a power check for Fury. Let's see here. The outside, because again, my microphone is just driving me BS crazy. Okay, 34 on the outside. Good for 3. Good for 3. That gets him to 5. We'll have a power check in just a moment. Let me just double check. Yep, it was a miss for Tubbs. The power shot was a 1. 1 on the power rankings. We checked the KD on Tubbs. It is 3. I'm sorry, it is 2. And the Chin KD number is a 17. So it rocked Tubbs, but it didn't put him down. 4 and a 1. 4 and a 1. This is going to be another toe-to-toe exchange. 97. 97 on the outside is a foul. We will double check that in a moment because Tubbs has thrown on the outside a 3. Good for 4. Possible foul for Fury. That'll get him 1 punch in for 6. We check the foul number, which is 19. Is that right? Yes, it is. So that's well outside of Tyson Fury's range. So it's 6-4. 6-4. We go back to Tubbs in control with the momentum. We have a minute to go in the fourth. Some of you probably think the fight wouldn't go this long. So a 6, a 5. Fury in control. It's an 83. An 83 inside is a miss. We move on. Actually, the 6 is not a counter for Tubbs. On to the next round. On to the next segment. 40 seconds left. 1 and a 3. 1 and a 3. Nothing for Fury. A 3 on the outside is a 96. A 96, a foul. Tubbs' foul ranking is a 5. Foul number is a 5. And it lands on 5. So we're going to do an untimed roll to get the foul number. It's a 16. 16, that is elbows. Elbows thrown by Tubbs. That will be a warning. A warning for elbowing late in round number 4. ELB I am writing down in the foul column for Tubbs. Okay, we should have one more segment. We do. 4 and a 4. 4 and a 4. This is going to be toe-to-toe exchange again. I am lost as to who has momentum at the moment. I think it is Fury. We're just going to go with that. 85. 85 on the outside is a miss. 61 on the inside for Tubbs, also a miss. So that's the round. And it went 10-4, I think. No, I'm sorry, 6-4. I was looking at my little momentum here. 6-4 for Tyson Fury. So Fury wins the round. It wasn't exactly furious. I'm putting 9 in his punch column. No, it was a 6. So I have to do this by feel, because my eyesight is not as good as it used to be. A 6 gets Tubbs' stamina for the remainder of the fight now down to 34. And Fury is now at 49. 49 for the remainder of the fight, or at least going into the next round, which will be the fifth. Okay. So we will double check the with a 6-4 was a 2-punch margin. And okay, some interesting results on the scoring. If this goes to a decision, I think you're going to see a lot of disparity in the on the scorecards. The way things look now. Let's see here. Again, trying not to hit the mute button with my belly as I just did a short time ago. Okay. So let's see, 2 punches difference. Okay. So you got a couple of big guys, and sometimes when you have a couple of big guys, it doesn't make for the best fight. And let me just double check the last number. Okay, good. And we'll have the fifth round started for you in just a moment. Special shout out to Anthony and to Al Red Sox fan. I might be making an appearance on his YouTube channel tomorrow night to talk wrestling's finest with him and with wrestling's finest creator Tom Vogel. It's in the works. I don't know if it's going to happen. Al has to get a flu shot. Not a flu shot, but a virus shot, a shot for COVID. So we hope all goes well with him. And I'm going to hit next round, and I'm going to do a reroll. And off we go with round number. We set the numbers. Fury won the round, so he keeps momentum. Round number 5. And I didn't think we'd get to halfway on this. I thought Fury would put Tubbs away rather quickly. He has not yet. 37, a 37. Fury in control. The 37 on the inside is good for 3. And that's it. Because Tubbs does not have a star on 2. 5 and a 1. 5 and a 1. This is going to actually be toe-to-toe. Fury throws first on the basis of throwing the last punch. It's a 64 on the outside, which is a miss. Tubbs, with 3 power, has thrown a 12 on the outside. Good for 3. We have a chin check coming up. If you would believe it, on Tyson Fury, his chin KD is 11 on the roll, and his chin KD on his card is a 2. But Tubbs now with momentum going into the third segment of round number 5. 3 and a 6. 3 and a 6. It'll be Fury. It'll be Fury going. And on the inside, a 12. Good for 4. Gets him to, let's see, 3 and 4 is still 7, right? Okay, a 19. And the defense adds 1, by the way, on Tubbs. We'll check the cuts here. A 19 being thrown on the D20. The cut number is a 20, and on Tubbs, his cut number is a 4. We move on to 2 minutes left in the fifth. 4 and a 5. 4 and a 5. Outside, 2 stars. Outside, no stars. It's Fury again. He's getting busy, folks. A 49. 49 just misses. But a 1 on... And by the way, that would have been a power shot for Tyson Fury had it scored. A 1 on the counter. Good for 2 for Tubbs, getting him to 5. So we're 8 to 5. And we are now going to the midway part of the fight. Midway part of the round. 5 and a 6. 5 and a 6, no stars, 2 stars, Fury again. 14, actually no, a 91 is a clinch. Is a clinch on the outside, regardless of whether it was inside or out. So nothing happening that segment. A 5. No, 2 and a 2, 2 and a 2. I'm sorry, I was looking at round 5. 2 and a 2, 2 and a 2 is Fury. 94. 94 on the outside is another clinch. So Fury trying to get some respite here, I would assume. We now move to 1 minute left in round 5. 5 and a 5. 5 and a 5. See, I knew the 5s were going to come in sooner or later. And this is a 93. 93 on the outside. And we have another clinch. Frank Cappuccino, our referee, looking on with rather amused looks on his faces. Have 3 clinches in a row. 4 and a 4. 4s. Going to be toe-to-toe this time. Tubbs will take his shot. It's going to be a 50 on the inside, which will not score. Tyson Fury, on the other hand, his 4 will be a 28 outside. A 28 outside. Good for 3. It gets him to 11. And nothing on the D20 that would induce any further activity. 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 4. 1 and a 4. I did my Jackie Gleason there. A homina, homina, homina. 50 inside. 50 inside. Good for 2 for Tubbs, getting him to 7. Cut check. A cut check coming. It's a 5 on the cut check. And Tyson Fury with a 4. A 4. And that will be it for round number 5. We are midway through this fight. Final number was 11-7 in favor of Fury. So Fury now, his punch stat numbers go to 47 for the fight, and Tubbs' goes to 33. A 4-point difference. In fact, we will just show you the scorecard as I type the numbers in, which is might take me a moment or two, but I'm just going to show you the sheet. And with the 4-punch margin, of 11-7, okay, the numbers were 6, 1, and 15. Okay, so we know what to do. And I will let you all see the scoring without commenting on it. So if you're watching this on YouTube, listening to this on YouTube, you're just going to be in the dark as to what the scoring after 5 rounds is. Okay, it is all in there. And actually, no, it is more one-sided than I thought it would be at this point. We come back to our little screen here. Screen of action on this cloudy day in Pinellas Park, Florida. We start now with round 6. Nobody has hit the stamina wall yet, although Tubbs is 23 points away and Fury is now 42 points away, heading into the 6th round. So most likely Tubbs hits it first. So we go now to the start of the 6th round, a 4 and a 5. Let's reset the numbers, and we'll give Fury the initial control on the basis of winning the last round. Again, that's kind of a homebrew rule that I have. It just saves me time just figuring out, okay, who threw the last shot. You can't tell me that in the history of college basketball somebody hasn't forgotten to get the alternating possession correct. 4 and a 5. 4 and a 5. So it's 2 stars. No stars. Fury will throw. And a 39, as Tubbs has been giving him fits all through the bout. Hanging in there. That's a 2. A 2. And nothing on the D20s. 2 and a 3. 2 and a 3. It's 1 star. 1 star each. Toe-to-toe exchange. Fury will be in control with his last segment. A 24. A 24 is good for 3. We'll have a power check coming on Tubbs. We'll have a chin check coming on Tubbs. Tubbs, with his 3 on the outside, is a 32. That is good for 3. So Fury, with the 3 punches land for each, Fury stays in control. Now we will check the power number. No, it's a 4. It's a 4 is his power number. He's only a 5 when he's hurt. So no chin check was needed. On to the next segment. 2 and a 6. 2 and a 6. 1 star. 1 star. Another toe-to-toe exchange coming. It's going to be 25. This time there's going to be a chin check on Tubbs. Because the 2 on the outside, 25, is good for 3. Good for 3, getting him to 8 total. When you look at Tubbs, he has a 45. He has a chin check coming on Tyson Fury. So the 6 on the inside, a 45. This is if the punch landed. It did. Good for 2. Now, a double chin check coming up here. We will check Tubbs's chin first because he was hurt initially. It's a 19. That will be well out of his range. I'm going to do an untimed roll to get the chin KD on Fury. It's a 13. Neither man hurt. Neither man hurt. So on to the next roll. 6 and a 1. 6 and a 1. So that was exciting, huh? Which means with a 6 and a 1, that's 2 stars for Tubbs, 1 for Fury. And a 66 thrown is a miss. And that just keeps Fury from throwing his punch. It would have been a cut check had that worked out for him. 3 and a 4. It's going to be Fury again with a possible power check coming up. 3 and a 4. Toe to toe. Fury goes first. 27. 27 inside is good for 3, getting him now to 11 punches landed. We will go back to the power check in a minute. We got to check and see if Tubbs has clinched. 81 on the inside. No, he has not. So a chin check coming. The chin KD is 11, and it misses Tubbs's range of 4. On to the next segment. 2 and a 6. 2 and a 6. Toe to toe. Fury has had a good round here, and so he has the momentum. It's 11-5 at the moment with 4 segments left. Okay, so we resolve this. Outside, a 60 is a miss. And no defensive action here because it's toe to toe. 6 on the inside, 72 also a miss. On we go to the next segment. 3 and a 6. 3 and a 6. 2 stars. 1 star. Fury will throw the punch. It's inside at 79. It's a miss, and neither man has a number low enough for any other checks. 5 and a 1. It'll be Fury again. Actually, they will go toe-to-toe again. Fury will throw first. A 38. A 38 outside. Good for 2. We have... No, it's a 6. The D20 is a 6. We do not have a chin check coming. But we'll look at Tony Tubbs. Outside 60 is a miss. On we go now to the last segment of round 6. 5 and a 3. 5 and a 3. 2 stars. 1 star. Tyson Fury will throw again. Another possible power check coming up with the 33 outside. Lands for 3, getting him to 16 in the round. And we have a chin check coming for Tubbs. Yet again, it's an 8. It's an 8. His chin KD is a 2. 2-5. Nothing happens. End of the 6th round. 16-5 in favor of Tyson Fury. So probably his best round of the fight, Fury's. With the 16, that's going to knock Tubbs down to 7 left on his stamina level. 5 thrown by Tubbs knocks Fury down to 37. So Fury holding all the cards as we head into the 7th round. He looks like he's doing much better on the judges' cards than I had originally gave him credit for. So an 11 punch margin is going to make the scoring of this round pretty easy, like Sunday morning. And the judges all see this round the same way. Punch stat numbers are now 38 for Tubbs, 63 for Tyson Fury. Fury looking good as we head to the 7th round. We reset the board. Give Fury the advantage on the first toe-to-toe. And off we go. 2 and a 2. 2 and a 2. It's going to be Fury throwing the first shot of the round. A 39 outside. 39 outside, good for 2. not within the power numbers of a possible chin check for Tubbs. Tubbs has countered himself well in this fight, but not well enough. We have 1 star, toe-to-toe exchange. Tyson Fury will go. He lets the hands go. He throws a 5 outside. Good for 4, getting him to 6 total. We will check Tubbs' numbers out. Tubbs has thrown a 49 inside. 49 inside, and that is good for Bupkis. We check the chin of Tubbs with the power number of 4 being thrown, 11. And in the next round, that would be a little bit more trouble. Actually, no, it would be 5-8 when he gets tired. It's 2 to 5 is his hurt range. It does not come within those numbers, so on we go. Tubbs has a good chin. 4 and a 1, 2 stars, 1 star. Fury will go first. A 30. A 30 on the outside. Good for 3 more. Getting him to 9. 1 on the outside. Is good for the 11. 11 outside for Tubbs, and he has thrown a solid cross for 4. So it's 9 to 4, and that gives Tubbs momentum, I do believe, as I double check Fury's card. Yes, because Tubbs threw a 4, and threw 4 punches landed, and Fury a 3. 2 and a 5. And I see a big red 1 on Fury's side of the rolls. But it's not going to be. Actually, it is going to be. It's a 1 star, no star situation. So this could be a big one here for Fury. It's 42. It's the outside. It's good for 2, which gets Fury up to 11. Chin check now coming for Tony Tubbs. It's a 12 on the chin KD. We move on. 6 and a 1. A 6 and a 1. So it's going to be 1 star, 2 stars. Tubbs will throw. Tubbs throws on the outside. And on the outside, the 21 will be good for 2 and... no, I'm sorry, not 2, 3. 3, and it gives momentum to Tubbs. Actually keeps the momentum. Well, it might have given momentum back to Tubbs. And nothing else on the D20s. So already we're at 11-8. We still have 4 segments left to go in this round. 3 and a 1. 3 and a 1. It's going to be it's going to be toe to toe. It's going to be toe to toe, and Tubbs goes first with the 75, which is a miss. Fury, the 43 on the inside, is good for 2, getting him now to 13. 13-7. As we go to the minute mark of round number 7, 6 and a 4. We have an event chart coming up. We haven't had one of those yet in this fight, so we will look at the event chart at 6 and a 4. Well, hang on, we gotta do jurisprudence on this. No, it's Tubbs. Forget the event chart. It's Tubbs in control, so the 99 does not kick in. 75 on the inside is a miss. Counter possibility for Tyson Fury, yes, for 2, he's at 15. Probably won't get to the stoppage level of 25. With 2 segments left, he'd have to do a 5 and a 5 here. 1 and a 1. 1, no stars for Fury. 2 stars for Tubbs. And Tubbs on the outside has a miss. And it's an 18 on the D20 for Fury. The last segment of round 7, a 5 and a 4. 5 and a 4 is going to be 2 stars each way, toe-to-toe. I think Fury has the momentum this time. It's a 70. The 70 outside, nothing. 39 for Tubbs. 39 on the inside will land. And it lands for 2. Tubbs will be tired going into the next round. It's 15-9 in favor of Tyson Fury as this round draws to a close. He only needed 5 points to go into being tired the remainder of the way. Whoops. Oops, I put 15 in the wrong column here. 15-9 brings the punch numbers up to 78 for Fury, 47 for Tubbs. And we will again consult the board with a 15-9, 6-punch margin. One of the judge had it an interesting way. That we could tell you. Okay, and 12 on the next roll. 6-punch margin. What was the other? A 10. Okay. Oops, no, not 90. 9 on that one total. Okay, so still looking good for Tyson Fury. It's starting to look like Tubbs is going to need a knockdown to win the fight, or not a knockdown in a series of rounds won, or a knockout. That would help too. We go to the 8th round. Now remember, Tubbs is out of gas for the remainder of the fight, so every salvo he lands is only good, is one punch landed off. 1 and a 2. We start with the 1 and the 2. No stars either way. So this is going to be toe-to-toe. Fury will go first on the basis of winning the last round. Again, that's my rule. Clinch, and that shuts action down for this round. Kind of like back in the 20 years ago when the police would often shut down the nudie bars here in Tampa. 3 and a 4. 3 and a 4. It just said, you're closed, you're arrested, bye-bye. Let's see, 3 and a 4 is going to be toe-to-toe each way. 15 on the inside is good for, let's see here, 4 shots for Fury. The landing. We counter Tubbs, 41 inside, is going to be good for 2, which becomes 1, but he's within his power number. Even tired, his power number is a 1 when he is tired, and he has thrown that on the D20. So is Fury hurt? His Chin KD, the Chin KD number is a 3. Yes, he is down. Fury is down at the start of this 8th round. How about that? Now, the Chin KO is a 2. The Chin KO on the rolls is a 14. Uncontested shot for Tubbs. If he could throw a 3, it's a will check. And we'll see what happens here. So Tubbs has now scored a knockdown in the 8th to counter what Fury did in the first round. And he did it tired. So interesting. Okay, so the uncontested roll, 41 outside. 41 outside. Well, it was a 1-punch shot. When you take away it would be 2, and then you take away the fact that he's tired. But it's a 1 again on the D20. Another KO check coming. It's a 15, though. So we go on. Both fighters will put up their dukes now. 6 and a 6. 1 star each. Toe-to-toe exchange. Tubbs will fire first. 53 is a miss. Fury inside, 65 is a miss. But Tubbs has knocked down Tyson Fury here. 3 and a 1. 3 and a 1. Tubbs will go. Actually, no, I'll take that back. It's 2 stars each way. 2 stars each way. Tubbs fires again. It's a 59. A 59 outside is a miss for Fury. 53 inside, also a miss. But the crowd has gotten all excited, and me too, because we were not expecting Tyson Fury to hit the deck. 4 and a 6, 2 stars. Tubbs is going to throw again. A 31. 31 inside, good for 3, which becomes 2, and we're dead even 4-4. Heading into the next segment, we have 3 segments left in this 8th round. And what a surprise we have gotten in this 8th round. Tubbs throws again a 75 out inside. A 75 inside is a miss. And the D20s were too high for counters. 40 seconds now left in round number 8. 3 and a 4. It's going to be toe-to-toe again. It's going to be Tubbs again. A 57. 57 on the outside is a miss. Fury, who has to be kind of hopping mad at himself that he was fallen in the earlier part of the round. That's a miss. Okay, 3 and a 4 for our last segment of round 8. And we have the excitement here that we look for, quote Howard Cosell. 3 and a 4. Tubbs fires again. 42, a 42. 42 inside. Sounds like a pant size. Is going to be good for 1 punch landed. 3. 47. Inside. That is good for 2. And Fury is actually going to win the round 6-5. But it was a knockdown against him. A knockdown against him. So, I am looking at the score sheet now. It's got to be a 10-8 round for it's a 10-8 round across the board for Tubbs. Well, that's how we're going to rule it. And let's see, the final numbers of the round were 6-5, but Fury was knocked down. Fury was knocked down, I beg your pardon. Trying to withhold a burp here. His stamina now down to 23 for the 9th round, and Tubbs has already hit his stamina level. It is now on punch stat numbers 84-52, but the bigger stat is now that each man has been knocked down once. Going to round number 9. We have a much closer fight than we had. Now, I would give the momentum nod to Fury, but with the knockdown, I'm going to give it to Tubbs. Okay, 6 and a 4. 6 and a 4. 2 stars, 1 star. Fury throws first. Oh, he has thrown a 1 on the outside. Good for a big 5. So he is out with a bang to start the 9th round now. 1 and a 1. Ace is wild. It's going to go Tubbs' way this time. It's a 26. 26 outside is good for 3, which becomes 2 because he is fatigued. As long as Tyson Fury does not get hit 23 times in this round, he will have stamina advantage the rest of the way through the fight. So there's that. We move on. 4 and a 6. 4 and a 6 to the outside. Fury goes. It's 45. It's 45 on the outside. Good for 2. Getting him to 7. Not a cut check and no other checks needed. Going into the 2nd minute of the 9th round, the 4 and a 2. This will be Fury's throw. It'll be a 41. A 41 outside is going to be good for 2 more to get him to 9. So it's 9-2 Fury at this point. And let's see, does he have a 6? Did he have a 6 on defense? He did not. Okay. 4 and a 5 this time. 4 and a 5 this time. It's 2 stars. No stars. Fury will roll a 49 outside, which is a miss. would not have fallen within his power number. 1 and a 5. 1 and a 5. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange with Fury in control. A 69, which is the percentage that Rob Gronkowski just gave Julian Edelman for joining the Buccaneers coming out of retirement. 69 is a miss. For Tubbs, 15 outside is a 4, which becomes a 3, so it's now 9-5, giving Tubbs momentum at this stage of the round. 4 and a 1. 4 and a 1. The 1 is 2 stars, so it's toe-to-toe. Tubbs goes first. And Tubbs on the outside, a 93 is a clinch. So that halts all further progress. Sixes. 6 and a 6. 1 star. 1 star each way. Tubbs keeps control. 53. 53 inside is a miss. Now, this also gives Fury a chance to throw with the toe-to-toe exchange. 23 is good for 3, and a possible chin check on Tony Tubbs after decking Fury in the 8th round, but the 14 is a miss on that score, even with him being fatigued. He's a 5'8 when he's fatigued. So we go to the next segment, the last segment of round 9. 4 and a 1, 2 stars each way. Fury has momentum on the result as a result of the last segment. 13 is good for 4, getting him to 16 total for the round. A 28-5 from the outside means he did not throw a power shot, but he landed 3, getting him to 2. So we go to the end of the 9th round, 16-7 in favor of Tyson Fury. So whatever he lost after the 8th, he has now regained part of it in the 9th, and Fury will be on good stamina the remainder of the fight. Punch stat numbers 100-59 now in favor of Fury, and the 16-7 margin. We look at 9 punch difference. 9 punch difference. Which means Tubbs is going to need a knockout to win, I am thinking. 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9. One more round to go. Yeah, Tubbs is going to have to need a knockout to win the fight. Not even a round with a knockdown would help him. So touch him up, and we'll go 10. We start with a 5 and a 3. Let's reset the board, give momentum to Fury on the basis of winning the last round. 5 and a 3. Fury starts the round throwing a 77. Actually, he threw and missed. Nothing happens. 2:40 now left, last round. 4 and a 6. 4 and a 6. I did not see this going 10, by the way. I thought Fury would win in the later rounds, and he still might. 14 on the outside. Good for 3. And actually a defense check here for Tubbs. The 1 takes one of his punches away. He's back down to 2. To our next segment, with 2:20 left in the round. 1, 3. Tubbs throws a foul. 97. We look at his foul number. His foul number is a 6. On his card, the range is a 5. No foul, but would usually be 1 punch, but he takes every salvo is a 1 punch reduction, so he stays at 0. 4 and a 5. 4 and a 5. It's 2 stars, no stars. Tyson Fury's way. It's a 65. A 65 on the outside is a miss. And 15 on the blue D20 means nothing else happens. 1:40 now left in round 10. 5 and a 2. 5 and a 2. It's going to be Fury's control, I would think. It's a 68. 68. Both of these guys got to be dead tired. Misses check. Opponent's counter. And a 12 is too high for the counter. 120 now left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 4 segments left in the fight. 3 and a 6. 3 and a 6. It's Tyson Fury again. A 36 inside. A 36 inside is good for 3. Getting him to 5. And no defensive rolls needed. Last minute of the fight coming up. 4 and a 1. 4 and a 1. It's going to be toe to toe. Actually, it'll be Fury first. A 12 outside. Good for 4. Cut check coming up, as that gets him to 9 total on the round. And the one outside for Tubbs. A 62 is a miss. Now let's check the cut. The cut number is a 12. Well outside of Tubbs' cut range. So we move on. 40 seconds left. Tyson Fury leading a round, looking like he's going to shut the door decision-wise on a very game Tony Tubbs here today. 5 and a 6. 2 stars, 1 star. Fury goes 74. 74 outside is a miss. We check the number, the counter number for Tubbs. It will be good for 2, which becomes 1. Which becomes 1 because he is fatigued. To the next segment. Last segment of the fight. 2 and a 5. 2 and a 5 is 1 star, no stars. Fury's going to get the last punch in. The last lick in for the fight. It's a 4. A 4 on the D100. And the 4 on the D100 is going to be good for 4 more to get him to 13. And ding, ding, ding. That's your round. That's your fight, too. And with the tally of 13 to 1, I am pretty sure that Tyson Fury has won the fight. Final punch stat number 60 for Tyson, 113 for Tyson Fury, who I am pretty sure has won by unanimous decision with a 12-point margin. The 12-point margin in this round. So we will go to the judges' cards. Thanks to the Excel score sheet Anthony provides, we will have the totals for you rather quickly. Each man down once. But we will now show you the verdict. Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds, we have a unanimous decision. Judge number 1 scores the fight 96-93. Judge number 2 scores the fight 96-92. Judge number 3 scores the fight 96-92 for the winner and the lineal heavyweight champion of the world as of April 15th, 2021, Tyson Fury. And a nice warm applause goes out. And Tyson Fury is going to stick around in the Golden 10. Tony Tubbs was very impressive in defeat, knocking Fury down, actually, in the 8th round. But it is going to be Tyson Fury in the winner's circle as this fight draws to a close. Our next televised contest for you will be Evander Holyfield against Jake Kilrain. And I don't know when we're going to have that for you. It will depend on other events. Probably be sometime next week, as I have the possible chat with Val tomorrow night. And we'll do Grand Slam Wrestling on Saturday. We do OOTP Sunday. We do FHM Monday. Possibly as early as Tuesday, which would be, let me see here, 15 and 7 minus 2 would be, we'll look for it around April 20th, I would think. So you see the score sheet there. It is Tyson Fury, a unanimous decision win. Tyson looked good, but being decked in the 8th round at the hands of Tubbs makes you wonder about his chin as he faces the greatest of all time. Hope you enjoyed today's fight. It was my honor to bring it to you. This has been Big Pauly coming to you, wishing you well, Godspeed, and God bless wherever you are in this great country of ours and all over the world. We'll do it all again soon if I can get the words out. Bye bye for now, everybody.